1942, Empire City. The air was filled with cigarette smoke and the hum of war rumors. Neon lights flashed from every corner, creating a chiaroscuro of lies and truths in the alleyways below. Frank Justice, a worn-out detective with a reputation that hung by a thread, sat at his desk. His office, located in a run-down building downtown, had seen better days, but so had Frank. Empty whiskey bottles, cigarette butts, and unpaid bills littered his workspace. As he lit another cigarette, there was a knock. He glanced up to see a woman standing in the doorway, an aura of desperation around her. She was a classic beauty, dark-haired, red lips, and a figure that turned heads, but it was her eyes that caught him, fear-stricken. "Mr. Justice, I'm Claire Hale. I heard you're the best, though a little unconventional. I need your help." Frank smirked. "Lady, you've heard right. What can I do for you?" "My husband, William Hale, he's been murdered. The cops think it's a robbery gone wrong, but I know different." Frank raised an eyebrow, intrigued. He motioned for her to sit. As Clara narrated the events leading up to her husband's death, a story of blackmail, betrayal, and a mysterious shadowy figure began to emerge. William Hale, a successful banker, had recently come into possession of some incriminating documents that some very powerful people would kill for. Frank took the case, not just because of the alluring Clara, but because something about the story pulled at his very core. The next few days were a blur of investigation, visiting seedy bars, chasing down leads, and getting into more than one brawl. Every path led to a dead end, but with every setback, Frank's determination grew. The clues started to connect when Frank stumbled upon a secret society with ties to the war and high-ranking officials in the city. They operated in the shadows, and it seemed William had inadvertently uncovered their operations. In the dark underbelly of Empire City, Frank discovered an unexpected ally, Lila, a sultry lounge singer with connections everywhere. With Lila's help, they unearthed a plot bigger than either of them could have imagined. As the puzzle pieces fell into place, danger lurked around every corner. The shadowy figure who had haunted Clara's tales was everywhere, always one step ahead. As Frank got closer to the truth, the line between friend and foe blurred. One night, in a smoky jazz club, Frank was confronted by the very man he was hunting. It was a tense standoff, the shadows dancing on the walls, the echo of a saxophone in the background. But just as the truth was about to be revealed, a gunshot rang out. Lila, trying to save Frank, took a bullet meant for him. Devastated and fueled by rage, Frank went after the shadowy figure, chasing him through the rain-soaked streets of Empire City. The confrontation led to the top of the city's tallest building, where, amidst lightning and thunder, truths were revealed. The shadowy figure was none other than a high-ranking police officer, corrupted by power and greed. As dawn broke, Frank had his man, but the victory was bittersweet. The city's corruption ran deep, and Lila's sacrifice was a painful reminder of the cost of truth. Back in his office, Claire thanked Frank for his efforts. But as she left, Frank couldn't help but feel a lingering doubt. Had he truly uncovered everything, or were there deeper shadows yet to be revealed? With a heavy heart, he poured himself a drink, lit another cigarette, and looked out onto the city that had given him so much and taken even more. Empire City, with all its shadows and lights, continued to pulse with life, hiding a million stories yet to be told.